Hey my friends, how you doing? Speaking from my lovely little Renault rental car. I just crossed the border to Austria from Slovenia, and first of all I would just like to start with thanking the Fortuna family. Hvala vam lipa za vašu užasno, fantastično gostoljubnost over the last 2 weeks. It's been an absolute wonderful experience to be with such committed people to what they do and what they've really intended to do, and that's really focused on medical and dental lasers, absolutely the highest level. And I can't, of course, underestimate the power of human unity when such a big group of doctors and dentists and specialists and experts and physicists and economists and everybody else who was there, and company owners and company workers, and everyone was there from literally all over the world. I found that a great chance to reconnect with what I love most, which is humans basically, and practice my limited yet variable knowledge of different languages. So the Greek with Antonis, and the Italian and French and a bit of German, and of course, can't say the least about that, all the Slav languages, the Polish and the Czech and the Slovak, and definitely learning as much as I can of Slovene. So the reason obviously why I'm here was to present and interact and learn at the Fortuna days first in Bled, and then attend the very first Laha Masters Group training at the factory, at the manufacturing facility in Ljubljana, which was an absolutely amazing experience, because not only did I get to attend and interact with more wonderful colleagues and professors from all over the world, but it was a chance for me as well to share some of what I know and what I've experienced over the last 18 years using lasers and 14 years teaching them at all levels. And thankfully that was very well received on both sides. And really the reason why I'm doing this video is, as I've been driving now for 2 hours, and I've still got another 2 hours to go before I reach my destination, seeing a friend in Vienna, is really how we evolve as a profession, which really isn't any different from how we evolve as humans. I've crossed many borders over the last 2 weeks. I've been in Zurich and in Germany and in Italia, and of course now Slovenia, and right now I'm already in Austria now. And what I've noticed driving around these countries is that, yes, there is so-called an imaginary border, but it was open. Just driving right through, you wouldn't know when you step from one to the other until you've crossed this imaginary bridge basically, and the signs suddenly change language, which is also man-made anyway. While in reality there are no borders. There can't be any borders. It's only human-made. So whether they're borders or walls or whatever you want to call them, it's all man-made. At the end of the day, we are all one, and the more we break down those walls, especially our own internal walls, our own mental walls, the more we can unite and collaborate and share in that common intent to grow, and that common intelligence, that collective intelligence of all the humans around us that drive us forward as a collective. And of course that translates into better service and better everything else, and enhances our intuition, our own natural intuition and imagination of how to make things better. So thinking about that as I was experiencing it, and how I've obviously experienced the dental profession in specific, and the medical profession in general over the last 18 years of my practice, obviously, we have built a lot of walls, and some of them were thought for us, some of them we thought of them ourselves. However, evolution means breaking through mental walls with that imagination and intuition, and then an intent to drive that imagination forward, and using intelligence, actually creating new intelligence. We really can't evolve. We're consciously evolving species, humans. We're one race, and it's not a race against each other. It's a race, it's a journey actually, of one race together. So the more we can tap into that common intent, common intelligence, and create new intelligence, which is new knowledge, new experiences, and all that, and share it, the more we can fulfill the imagination of being better and doing better. So in the dental field, I'll be even more specific now, I feel like we've come to a point where harnessing light. Focusing light means lasers, basically, that's what they are. All forms of light, so digital dentistry, laser dentistry for cutting, for stimulation, for biomodulation, for sterilization. There's so many different ways to use that harnessed light technology. They actually don't exist by themselves anyway. We learn about the science and the natural application of different wavelengths, for example, different wavelengths of light, and then we create uses for them. And at this point in time, 2016, there's absolutely no reason for any dental or medical professional to not just ignore, let alone denounce, and sadly that happens quite often, to not use and apply this technology, not learn about it. I appreciate that a lot of people don't know much about it, which I find a bit surprising since it's not new per se. But the only way to overcome ignorance, obviously, is knowledge. And ignorance is not inability to learn, it's just not knowing. So how do you do that? You learn. And then when you learn and you see the light, literally and metaphorically, and its effects, I just wonder, how can anyone not be excited? How can anyone not be empowered to do better and serve better with that harnessing of light? I mean, if we didn't harness light, we wouldn't have lasers, which means we wouldn't have had cell phones. Imagine that. We wouldn't have video cameras, digital video cameras, we wouldn't have ATMs, we wouldn't have computers to start with. Technically, it means we wouldn't have anything we have today. We harnessed radio waves, which is also light waves, that then we transform into sound waves. Just slowing down here. We transferred sound and vision and everything else through light energy, and then we now transfer communication, transfer information, and we can also treat, heal, improve, and enhance with that same light energy, just in different ways. So this is, I won't be nice about it anymore. I'll just be very blatant, because I said this many years ago when I started on this whole laser journey and started learning it from the innovators, the inventors of this technology back then, that then led to the pioneers, and now it's the time of the leaders who will obviously lead the profession into the further change and lead the followers, and then we'll leave the laggers behind. There will always be laggers that will just never change anyway. It was known to me, I don't know, call it intuition, call it imagination, call it whatever, that we will be naturally evolving into this as a standard of care. As the technology gets better, more affordable, more user-friendly, and more interconnected. So the time is now. Really, the time of the inventors and the pioneers is over. Now it's the time of leaders. And I take it personally because I'm in that middle age group of, you know, the 30-somethings, 40-somethings, the XY generation, the middle age group, where in any profession, or any part of life really, but more specifically in our profession, in dentistry, in the dental field, we are the custodians. We are the leaders, the influencers, the doers, the connectors, actually, between those who are older than us, our teachers and our fathers and our mentors, and those who are younger than us, the new generation, the millennials, basically, who are entering the profession. We're connectors, and we're also the new custodians of what's happening right now as it evolves into the future. We have a responsibility. That's not freedom. That's not just yeah, that's what it is. Well, it is what it is, but what does it mean? The most important thing in life is meaning. Humans have to apply meaning to things. So to me, that means that we have a duty. We have a responsibility to not just learn and develop and evolve and connect, but also to express and shine that light backwards and forwards. So those who are ahead of us, age-wise and experience-wise, find it a little bit more difficult, obviously not all of them, but the majority of them, to accept new technologies, because they've been doing it for so long in a certain way that new technology, especially digital technology and lights and lasers, presents a bit of challenge in terms of change. So it's our job to help them get over that line. And I've been doing this for years. I've been teaching colleagues who are in their 60s and 70s and 50s and 40s when I was 25 even. And yeah, I totally know. Let's not understand only. I know the challenge with that, but yet it works. And of course, we've got the people who are younger than us, and they look up to us, and they're asking questions and questioning actually that difference in generational difference. Basically, why are our nearest age group doing something when the age group above them say that it doesn't work? That it's our job to make that line, to make that border disappear, because it's not a real border, it's a man-made border. So as we made it, we can make it go away. And I truly and honestly believe that the power of light and the power of unity and the power of human intent, intelligence and imagination combined together in an integral form, as one unit, can create anything. That's how we have created anything and everything, and how we'll continue to create a better future for ourselves. Everything starts with light, and everything continues with light. So the more we can harness that, the better we'll do. So I wish that you will, and actually not just invite you, but I call upon you. I call upon you to join me and join our groups of leading this profession into a new era where we really and truly, using intelligence and light, can serve better everyone around us, not just ourselves or our nearest environment, because whatever you do will always have perpetual effects into the future and to people you never meet in real life. So let's all help people look better, feel better, and be better eventually, because that's the intent at the end of the day, is for us to grow. So until I see you next time, have a very good day, and I hope to see you very soon again. Beautiful tunnel now, so I don't know if you can see me much or not, and I can't change anything on the screen, so I'll stop now and focus on driving, and I'll see everyone very soon again. Take care.